What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. This upcoming Friday, June 23rd, Vince Staples is releasing his sophomore album titled Big Fish Theory. In the past, I've talked about what the idea behind it, what the concept can mean, and so I won't go into that too much. Today, I want to talk about the track listing. Now, the track listing has been out for about a week. But this past weekend, the writing credits went up on iTunes. And like clockwork, the internet went into detective mode to pick out the names, because it's all listed under like real names. So they picked out, this guy is on here and this guy. But the only thing that the writing credits don't really distinguish is what is a sample versus a guest feature. And so you have some names on here where you're like, did Vince really get a verse from him, or is it a sample? And so we're going to talk about that. So the album will be 12 songs long, 35 minutes total, and I think that is like the perfect length. It's not too short, but it's not too long, and I feel like Vince is going to be able to get his point across with this album. Looking at the writing credits though, there are some interesting names attached to it. For instance, you have Kendrick Lamar on a record called Yeah Right. And I think I'm more inclined to believe that that will be a feature versus a sample. Whereas you have another record called Love Can Be. It's produced by GTA, and it features Damon Albarn from the Gorillaz, Kish, and apparently there's two names on here where I'm like, these can either be a sample or a feature. So Gorillaz, he's on that record too. And I'm inclined to believe that he will be a sample because honestly, is anybody looking for a Gorillaz feature in 2017? I don't even think Vince would do that. But hey, I don't know Vince, the inside and out of him. So maybe that is something he wanted to do. And who knows, Gorillaz might kill it. I don't know what Gorillaz sounds like in this day and age. And the other name attached to that song is Ray J. Now, in the past, and you can Google this, Vince has praised the hell out of Ray J. I can't recall exactly what he said, but I know it was in like a Breakfast Club interview where he talked about Ray J and praised him. So I think this might be a guest feature, because why would you not want to work with an artist who you praise highly? Then again, it could be a sample. So I don't know. It's hard to like really distinguish between the two just looking at the writing credits. But we'll find out on Friday. So aside from those names that I've mentioned so far, you also have A$AP Rocky on a record called SAMO. So that seems more to be a guest feature. A possible Rick Ross sample or feature is on a record called Homage. Again, that's kind of tough to call. I don't think Vince would be sampling anything from A$AP Rocky, but with Rick Ross's extensive catalog, it's very possible that he has some kind of sample from a past Rick Ross song. The line is hard to figure out because Juicy J, a sample from Juicy J is on a record called Big Fish, and that was the second single. And when you listen to that, you might think that that is actually Juicy J, like rapping on the hook, but it's just a sample from an older song. On Twitter, just the other day, Vince was talking about how he didn't want to put out the guest features because he doesn't want that to be a selling point for the album, and I totally get that. For me though, a selling point for this video, the track listing discussion videos, is to talk about the guest features and, what I'm excited about when I look at the track listing. And I think overall, besides the names, besides having, Kendrick, possibly a Rick Ross verse, A$AP Rocky, and others attached to the project, I think I'm just most excited to hear the entire concept of the album. Like, there's been little bits here and there where you kind of get an idea of where he's going, but nothing too concrete. Nothing that would give it away before the album is actually in our hands and in our headphones. So those are my thoughts on Vince Staples' Big Fish Theory track listing and the possible guest features / samples that will be included. I'll include the track listing with the possible samples. I'm just going to copy and paste it from Reddit so you can check that out. And then let me know what you think about it. Are you excited for some of these features? Who do you want to see? Talk to me in the comment section below, and then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter at sermonsdomain, and as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, peace.